Hello and welcome to another Nevada Wolf Adventures. All right, here's the map showing where I went. I think I added almost 400 miles to the bike over the course of the weekend. It was a long trip and it was cool. Before we get going though, I want to say hello doggy. I love doggies. You're so cute. Though I always worry when dogs are like this that they're going to be able to jump out and hurt themselves. So please, if you do ride with your dog like that, make sure that they're secured and they can't actually get out. All right. The purpose of this particular ride is to go check out Monitor Pass. I had heard that it is opened and has been swept clear, so I wanted to see what I could do on such a beautiful day. But before I did that, I did take a little side trip. This is the drive to one of Nevada's more unique businesses. These signs along the road kind of give you an indication of what it is you're in for, especially this speed limit sign right here. One of the funnier signs along there is one that invites you to the gift shop if you want to go purchase something, but you don't have to partake of the business's services in order to go shopping if you'd wish. The purpose of my visit, though, was to go check out this marker, which is for the Pony Express route, which did go through Mount House on its way towards Carson City before passing over the Sierras. All right, here we are at Interstate 580 on Highway 50. One of the cool things, you can just see it there on the edge of the screen, is Carson has decorated all of their overpasses and underpasses with scenes of Nevada's transportation history. At the north end, we've got automobiles, we've got the Pony Express, we've got the V&T, we've got cattle drives, and it progresses as you go through in history. All right, we are now in Minden. This is Main Street, Minden. The highway actually passes around this particular segment of town, but I love coming through here because look at these buildings. These buildings are beautiful. I love their character. I love the architecture. This is such a great little strip, and I love this little tiny gas station. This is so cool. Every time I see a place like this, I always wish that I could go back in time to when those were normal. All right, here we are at the purpose of this particular trip. This is the foot of Monitor Pass. What I was actually doing was testing to see if I could add the additional data provided by my cameras onto the screen. You will notice that I have a rear view shot, and I also have the GPS data provided by my helmet cam. Next weekend is the opening track day at Reno Fernley Raceway for Precision Track Days, and I will be taking part. So I wanted to be able to include the rear shot and also the GPS data as I'm going around the track to kind of give you a sense of what's going on as I'm going around, because the helmet cam stays still with my head and the bike moves around underneath me, and I wanted to give an indication of exactly how much that bike is moving and whether or not I'm getting over as far as I need to, or whether my body position's good, you know, all the things that I need to be working on as I progress through the track days in the coming months. Also, with the GPS, I'm able to say, here's where the track was, here is the configuration for the track, and here's my speed. The elevation really doesn't matter on the track, but as I go over these passes, that elevation will show you exactly where it is on the mountain that I am, and how far I climb and how fast I climb. So, this is the test run. I actually am pleased with the results. I think it came out looking pretty neat. One of the things about this particular day is it was in the mid-70s, beautiful, sunny, no clouds, and so of course I'm not the only bike out playing. See ya! I was actually starting to get a little warm because I've still got my winter liner in my gear and I need to take those out. Alright, last weekend we went around Emerald Bay, southbound, and then came along the ridge and then came down these switchbacks. And I wanted to show you what it looks like as we went northbound and up the switchbacks and along the ridge, and include the GPS data along with them. Now, I did accidentally publish this to YouTube before I was finished with it, and one of my Twitter followers got a hold of it first and said that he didn't realize how tight these turns were until he was able to see the GPS track. So I know that that particular data is a success. That is exactly what I wanted to be able to show, is what the road was doing when you can't really tell because of the front view. Though I did notice that after processing, you will see that here I am on the straight, and the GPS is just showing that I'm just now going around the corner and starting to exit it, hence my speed is coming back up. They're not in sync after processing. I need to, right now it's okay, it's really not that bad. You can see, obviously, which corner it is that I'm coming up to on the track and which corner I'm at in the video. But when it comes to the track days, I need to make sure that that offset doesn't cause confusion as to where I am on the track. We'll see. I may have to be contacting Contour and saying, hey, what's going on? Alright. But yeah, this really does give you an indication of what this road looks like, why it is we slow down so much. And one of the things I would like to make a request for. Please don't do that. It's kind of hard to tell what the person going up or coming down is going to be able to do as they do. Are they going to take it wide? Are they going to cut it sharp? And being in front or being behind, that's kind of worrisome, especially when you know that you could easily be coming towards. So just a request, keep it in your lane. Thank you. All right, here we are up, coming towards the ridge in between Emerald Bay and Cascade Lake. Thank you very much, Mom, for that correction. I'd always wondered every time I'd gone to Fallen Leaf Lake why it was I couldn't see the highway. Well, it's because I was at a different lake. That's why. So, oops, my mistake. But you can still kind of see where this ridge is and what the beautiful thing is about this. All right. Last weekend also I was saying that because we were going southbound, it was kind of hard to see Emerald Bay. So as I went around this time, I decided to see and give you a better view. Hello. All right, the trees were in the way. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, and you can see the island out there in the middle. There is a tea house on it, and that tea house does go along with Viking's Home. Again, I recommend a tour. All right, we are in Tahoe City. Remember last weekend how I said I couldn't show you why this bridge is called Fanny Bridge? Well, hey, we've got people there. What happens is people go up to, bug, get the bug, get the bug out. No, bug, oh, stupid bug. Anyway, people come to this bridge to be able to look down at the fish and look at the dam. This is the outlet for Tahoe going into Truckee. So as they bend over the railing, yells you see is Fanny's. All right. Look at that white truck. I saw him. He pulled over and was looking like he was going into the parking lot. I've still got my eye on him. And dude, get back in your own lane. Thank you. All right. That is why one of the reasons I got the cameras is ordered to be able to catch people doing that. Always got to be aware. Always got to be aware. All right. This is a petting zoo that's actually in Sierraville. I left Tahoe City, went around the lake to Kings Beach, turned north and headed towards Truckee. As I came out of Truckee, I continued heading north to Sierraville. There's a small gas station here that has this cute little petting zoo. 25 cents gets you a handful of oats that you can use to feed everybody. These little goats are what actually reminded me that they do have animals back here, so of course I had to give them food as well. The white horse, or the pony behind us, was just insistent on getting his own food. This little goat was really cute until he started getting an attitude. He's like, my oats, I'm not going to share. Gimme, mine. So I decided to do the diplomatic thing and split it 50-50. And of course they were sticky, so, feed the little goat. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, got to get it lower. There we go. Feed the big goat. All right, hey. Oh, animals are smarter than that. He went, wait a minute, there's food over here too. So he didn't want to share, and you know what, I was tired of fighting him, so I just kind of went, you know what, we're done here. Now this poor little pony was nervous because I think when I left my helmet on, he couldn't quite recognize me, but he realized that I had oats in my hand, so he became a fast friend. I love animals. They're so cool. Makes me wish at times that I had a huge property just so I could have animals out there. But me and my little kitty cat are all that I can tell her or manage at the moment. End up leaving her home way too much. All right, back on the road. We are in eastern central California, and there's a lot of ranches, a lot of farms. We're actually heading up towards Loyalton right now, so I was just kind of getting a view of the valley. All right. After I left Loyalton, came back down 395 and decided to go straight down Virginia Street through downtown Reno. Virginia Street is kind of our equivalent of Las Vegas Strip. There are other casinos scattered around town, but this is the main core. And we're not as big resorts, it's not as flashy, and not as over as top as Las Vegas. I actually like smaller casinos. I like kind of that personal interaction you get with someplace where the locals just hang out. Here is the world famous Reno Arch. It's right in here between Harrah's and Calm Row, and you'll notice that there's this climbing wall going all the way up to the roof of Calm Row. I've had a couple friends try that out. They never actually made it all the way to the top, but they were far braver than I would be. I tend to play on the boulders that are on the inside. Those are a lot of fun. Up here, we're actually sitting right next to Harrah's. Right across the street is the Calneva, and the Virginian, and then also the Nevadan. This is the area where Sister Act managed to film that great scene of all the nuns running down Virginia Street. Sorry, that I just remember that scene and I always laugh because it's like, I know exactly where that is. That's just me. We're actually approaching the Truckee River right now, and Reno has done a great job of making the Truckee River itself a destination. We've got a whitewater park, there's a lot of shops, a lot of eateries, a lot of art places. I'm actually looking at a butterfly sculpture out there. It's a really cool place to hang out. And I love going down there because it's just, they're the small independent shops, and they're so cool. There's a lot of neat stuff to do down in there. We've also got some great history right here. We've got the old post office, and we've got the courthouse, also the Pioneer Arts Center. A lot of things to do. Anyways, that is pretty much the end of the trip. I'm just going to head down to Carson. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the trip, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!